Should I wait till she gets back?
Nope, you can go ahead and start.
Hang on, I'm gonna record this myself. Okay. Good morning, everybody. We are doing mindful movement today, and today we're going to focus on shoulders and neck. And so I'm so happy to have you here. All you're going to need for a prop is a little towel. It only has to be about this big, dish towel, hand towel, whatever you call it. We're going to fold it up, and it's going to be a little pad for our forehead. So when we're laying face down, that your nose is not smooshed into the floor and you can breathe. So just fold that up, something like that. Set it aside for a minute. Let's get in a comfortable seat. If this is comfortable for you, that's good. If you'd rather sit like this, that's gonna work. However, if you want to sit, if it's more comfortable like this, because we're focusing on neck and shoulders, all right? So get comfortable, get relaxed. We're going to work on the upper traps first, okay? So our upper traps are this tightness you feel right through your neck. Those are the ones that are holding you together. And I look at tightness as a indicator for weakness. So if these are super tight, there's other muscles in the neck that aren't probably working properly. So we're going to address several of those muscles today. So here's what we're going to do. And let's add some breathing to this. So what I want you to do is I want you to inhale, but as you inhale, I want you to bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them up. This is where we typically find them about midway through the day, right? And then we have to remind ourselves, no, we have to push them down. So go ahead and push your shoulders down, but not only thinking of the shoulder right here, think of the shoulder blade back there. Think of that shoulder blade sliding down your rib cage and pushing itself into your back pocket. So now that you've got that image, let's do it again. We're going to bring our shoulders up and wear them like earrings. So squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. Now we're going to elongate that upper trap and we're going to push those shoulder blades. Think of pushing the shoulder blades down into your back pocket. So as you bring your shoulders up, you're going to inhale, and as you push them down, you're going to exhale. But I want you to do this mindfully. It's mindful movement. Think of the muscles, think of the bones that are moving. So bring those shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make those traps get really tight. We're squishing them up. Exhale as you push those shoulder blades, visualize them, get mindful, push those shoulder blades down into back pockets. All right, good job. So keep that in mind. That's something you could do throughout the day if you're finding yourself hiked up. Go ahead and squeeze them a little more, but more importantly, let them push down. All right. So the next one, let's do a little neck, okay? What I want you to think about is taking your ear straight over to your shoulder, but I want you just to tilt your head a little bit, tilt, 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 tilting it like you're tipping over a teapot, but your ear is going straight to that shoulder. The shoulder stays down. We're not bringing the shoulder to the ear. The ear goes straight to the shoulder. So we're very mindful about what's going on over here. We're going to let this stretch on its own. Come back up. We're going to do the same side. So what we're doing when we're doing this is we're working these muscles on this side of the neck that are going to decrease the tightness on this side of the neck. So the ear goes straight over to the shoulder. Start by a little tilting of the head. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Very careful, very careful. And then you will feel a nice stretch here, but I want you to put your mind over here. Put your mind in that movement you're creating. Good job. We're going to do that one more on this side. And of course, we're going to have to do the other side. We don't want to walk around like this all day. So be mindful of what's going on over on this side, the side you're bending. Yes, be mindful. You're shortening those muscles over there. And you're telling these tight muscles, they can let go. We got it over here. We can do this. And come on up. So this is a little different approach to stretching. We use the contraction and shortening of muscles to elongate the tightness. So let's do the other side. So tilt your ear, think of your ear, get very mindful. Think of your ear going to your shoulder. So it's going directly over to that shoulder. Yeah, nice job. And then bring it up. So one side might go farther than the other. Think of what's going on here. Ear is going directly to your shoulder. And don't forget to breathe. Bring it up. Let's do that one more time, and you might notice a difference. This ear might go farther than the other one, or might not go as far. I think mine's a little limited over here. But I'm very mindful about what's going on right here. Okay. Come on up. Good job. So let's take it into the shoulders a little bit more. Got a little work done in the neck. And this is the one that I teach quite often, and it's going to sync all your rotator cuff muscles. You've got 4 rotator cuff muscles, and they need to all work kind of together. So what we do is we start off with what I call the golfer's grip, all right? So you got a nice open palm. Those of you who've been with me for a while know this. You're going to tuck the ends of your fingers in. See, I'm not making a fist because I want to see this palm. So tuck the ends of your fingers in. Push your thumbs away so you've got a nice open palm. And from here, we're going to extend our arms straight out from our sides. So we're right at shoulder height. Now, if you have a problem with shoulder height, just put it where you can. Keep both arms even. So if one arm can't go quite as high, I don't want you like this. I want you like this. So keep both arms even. I'm going to bring mine out shoulder height. Now from here, we're going to follow our thumbs, and that's how you're always going to know the direction you're supposed to be going with your palms. So you're going to go forward. My palms are facing down. My thumbs are facing forward, and I'm reaching my arms as far away from each other as I possibly can. And I'm circling, circling, circling. Yeah, but reach, get a nice wide wingspan. Did you know that the distance between the tips of your fingers here is how tall you are? On average, that's how it works. Measure it out someday. Give you something to do. Not that you don't have anything. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just take it down. Give it a rest. You can work up to about 40 of these each way. And now we're going to do that same grip, tucking our knuckles in, going out here, but this time flip the palms up. So the palms are facing the ceiling, your thumbs are pointed backwards. So guess what? That's the direction we go. So circle back, reach wide, circle back, circle back. Circle back. Now, there is a definite reason why we do this golfer's grip with our palms, because we want to feel this coming right here from our shoulder girdle. All right, so let's do a little test. So if you bring your arms out to the side, you do not have that golfer's grip. Your hands are just like that. Go ahead and circle, circle, circle. You'll feel a heaviness right here in your forearm. You'll feel this all working. It's not going to get up here. It's not going to sink. So the golfer's grip is very important. Keep that in mind when you're doing that. All right. So we'll stick with the shoulders for a minute. We've got our towel. We're going to go face down. So let's take our towel and place it where our head's going to go. We're going to go on our stomachs. Now, when you're on your stomach, you're going to take this towel. I'll scoot down here so you can see me a little bit. You're going to take this towel and you're going to place it right at the eyebrow line. And so your forehead is resting on the towel. Your nose has room to breathe, and get comfortable in this position. Well, don't get comfortable in this position yet, because you guys see me, what we're going to do. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Go ahead and watch me for a second. And we're going to take our arms straight out to the side, just like we did before. And we're going to lift both arms up off the floor. So we're going to lift up and down. So go ahead and get in position. We're going to do 6 of these. I will count them out for you. So your head is face down, your neck is comfortable, your hips are comfortable. You're going to have your palms facing the floor. And from here, I want you to think of your shoulder blades coming together as you lift your arms up off the floor. So be mindful of the shoulder blades sliding together on the rib cage, and that's 1. And lift. And lower, that's 2. And lift. Hold it, hold it, hold it, lower, that's 3. These are slow moves. Lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And that's 4. Lift. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. And that's 5. And lift. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. And that's 6. All right. Take a little break, watch the next move, and then we'll do 6 of those together. So the next one is going to be more for, that was for your middle traps. We've done our upper traps. We did our middle traps. Now these are for our lower traps. So your head's going to be down, same position. Your arms are going to be out at a Y. Your pinkies are going to be on the floor and your thumbs are going to be pointed up to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to lift and lower. All right, so get in position. I'll count out 6 of these. All right, thumbs are pointed to the ceiling, pinkies are on the floor. We're moving our shoulder blades. Keep in mind of where your shoulder blades are going and listen carefully. Lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down and back and lower. That's 1. Lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back and lower. That's 2. Lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back and lower. That's 3. Lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back and lower. That's 4. Lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back and lower. That's 5. And lift and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back and lower. That is 6. Good job, good job, good job. Give it a little rest. We're still staying face down. And now what we're going to do, watch, and then we'll listen. We're going to bring the arms back by the sides. We're going to work the triceps. We're going to work those little bat wings that kind of wave back at everybody. We don't want those. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our palms the back of our hands are to the floor, palms are facing up, and you're going to lift your arms as high as you can to the ceiling, and you're going to squeeze real tight, and then you're going to lower down. So let's do 6 of those. Here we go. So back of the hand is on the floor, palms are facing up. Bring both shoulders up towards the ceiling. Once you get to your stopping point, give it a nice squeeze, 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 and lower. That's 1. Lift it up where you would go, as high as you can go. Now squeeze the back of the arm, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Keep squeezing, lower it down. That's 2. Let's lift again, lift where you can go. Now feel that tightness in the back of the arm, squeeze it a little more, elongate those arms, lower it down. That's 3. And lift, 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 lift. Squeezing the back of the arms, squeezing the back of the arms, and lower it down. That's 4. And lift, 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 squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Lower it down. That's 5. Got 1 more. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the arms. Lower it down, that's 6. Nice job, nice job. Come up for a breather. Okay, we're going to work another muscle that connects to the shoulder blade. It's your teres major. And how we're going to do this, if you can do it. Now, if any of these moves are painful, you can't get your arm in that position, please do not do this. You're not ready for it. But a lot of these moves, the ones you can do, continue to do them and it'll get you ready for the moves you can't do. So we're back to face down, but don't go there yet. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to take the back of both of my hands and I'm going to place them on the small of my back, kind of right behind my waist, a little bit lower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my elbows to the ceiling and I'm going to squeeze it together. And then I'm going to let it plop open. All right, are you ready? Get in position. My fingertips are kind of meeting in the middle of my spine. The backs of my hands are on the lower part of my back and my elbows are bent. So you're going to bring your elbows together. Think of bringing your elbows together, but more importantly, think of it working from the back of the shoulder into the shoulder blade and bring it down. And lift it up and squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And lower it down. That's 2. We're doing 6. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, squeeze it. Now the back of my hands are staying on my back. And that's 3. Lift it up and squeeze the shoulders back and together when you're there. That is 4. Lower it down. And go ahead and lift and squeeze the back of the shoulders. So don't think of your arms. Think of your shoulder blades moving back and together and your shoulder, the back of your shoulder going with it. And lower it down. That was 5. One more lift. Lift, lift, lift. The movement's coming from the back of the shoulder around to the shoulder capsule. And lower. Good job, good job, good job. So we've got one more move. Well, we've got a couple moves. One more shoulder move face down. So catch your breath. Still hard to breathe when I'm face down like that. But anyway, let's do this. So this time, go ahead and watch for this demonstration. My hands are going to be gently resting on the back of my head, not the back of my neck, the back of my head. And then I'm going to lift my elbows up here and lower them down. So we're working a little higher up in the body. So get in position. Your head is face down. Your hands are on the back of your head, back of your skull, not down here on the back of your neck, okay? Back of your skull. Fingertips can kind of come gently together. Now I want you to lift your bent elbows up off the floor towards the ceiling and hold. Hold, 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 and take it down. That's 1. And go ahead and lift, lift, lift. And take it down. That's 2. Elbows are coming up, shoulders are squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. The top of the shoulder blades are working now. And lower it down. That's 3. And lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. And lower it down. That's 4. And lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. And lower it down. That's 5. And lift it up, lift it up. And lower it down. That's 6. All right. So now we're going to work the back of the neck a little bit. So we're actually going to take the towel away from our head and we're going to put our head face down on the floor because we don't want to start in this extended position of our neck already being up. So do what you can, breathe through it. What you can do is you can take your hands and you can put them right under your shoulders if that works for you. Otherwise, you can just bring them back by your side. I prefer them right under my shoulders. I'm going to take my forehead and go ahead and watch carefully. I'm going to take my forehead and put it on the floor. And now I'm going to lift my chin up, but I'm going to keep my shoulders down. And I'm going to look up, and then I'm going to take it down. So I'm keeping my shoulders square. I'm not moving my shoulders this time. We are just going to extend our neck up and look up. Okay. So let's do this one 6 times. If you are getting any sharp pains, dizziness, or anything like that, please do not do this. So go ahead. It's a gentle move. Do not force it into extreme ranges. So your forehead is on the floor. And from here, your shoulders are backing down, snuggled back into your back pocket again. And we're working the back side of the neck. So I want you to lift your chin up, lift your head up. So you're lifting your chin as you come up. And then we're going to lower it back down. And relax. And lift the head up, tilting the chin up towards the ceiling. Let your gaze go up to the ceiling, if you can get it that high, and take it down. And lift, and just gaze, looking up the wall as high as you can, or whatever you're looking at in front of you. Could be a beautiful tree. We could be outside doing this. And lower it down. Let's lift the chin up, lift the chin up. And lower it down. We have 2 more of these, and then we're going to switch it up just a tiny bit. Lift up, up, up. And lower it down. Keep breathing. And lift up, up, up. And lower it down. Now, I hope you did not forget to keep your shoulders down in your back body. We do not want them creeping up to our ears. So this next move, we will take our arms long behind us, and the palms will be up. Go ahead and watch me one more time. Listen carefully to my cues. So what we're going to do is we're not going to tilt our chin up. We're going to work the back of the neck, because if you've noticed how we've evolved lately, we've got this weird thing going on in our neck and shoulders, and we get a little hump right here. We want to get rid of that hump. All right. I didn't say as we age, as we evolve, because everyone's going there no matter what their age is. So we're going to push our shoulders. We're going to reach for our knees with our arms. And we're looking straight down at the mat. Now from here, we're going to keep our gaze straight down at the mat, and we're going to lift the back of our neck up to the ceiling. So I don't want you lifting your chin up. I don't want you arching your back. I want you to, it's a very subtle move. I want you to think of this back part of your neck right here, from your neck to from your head to your shoulders, lifting to the ceiling. So it's straight, it's not tilted. So here we go. We're going to lift the back of the neck up to the floor, and then just lower it down. So your head comes up, but I want it to come up as you're lifting the back of your neck to the ceiling. That's 1. Lower it down. So it's a very subtle move. We're not lifting our shoulders. We're not lifting our chest. We're just lifting the back of our neck slightly up off the floor. You'll see I'm just moving a few inches off the floor. And lower it down and relax it. Lift the back of the neck up towards the ceiling. Once again, subtle, small move. We're reaching our hands down towards our knees and lower it down. We've got 3 more. Lift the back of your head to the ceiling. Or not the back of your head. Well, the back of your head and the back of your neck. Lower it down. 1 more. Think of the back of the neck, nice and straight. It's not curved in any way. And it's just going straight up to the ceiling. And lower it down. Good job, good job, good job. Let's go ahead and sit up. All right, sit up carefully as we just moved our neck. So I cannot do a class without addressing the shoulders a little bit. I mean the hips a little bit. We got to get the rest of the body working. So get comfortable on the floor in your cross-legged seat. And we're going to do some circles from the hips. And the neck is going to be so happy. The shoulders are going to be so happy. They're just going to go along for the ride. So go ahead and just give me some circles. There you go. So we're bending from the hip flexors. We're getting that low back involved. And we're just rolling around. Nice job. Let's reverse that. And circle back. Circle back. Circle back. Circle back. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's work the hips a little bit more by taking our knees and bending them, putting our feet out in front of us. So our feet are on the floor in front of us. And we're going to just come back to our kickstand, using our hands as a kickstand. Just lean back slightly, just so you've got something to hold you. Keep your back straight. This is a good opportunity to get some good posture. And those shoulders should feel so good. So we're going to keep them pressed down, keep those shoulder blades pressed down into our back body as we do this. We're going to drop our knees over to the left. Let that right hip roll up off the floor. That's okay. Come back up to center and stop. Then go over to the right. All these movements are mindful. We're not going to push through and just get momentum going in these movements. I want you to think about the muscles that are moving you, not the ones that are tight. So you put your mind in the ones that are getting shortened, contracting, and moving you. And the tight ones will let go when those muscles get strong. So tightness is an indication of weakness somewhere in your body. And everybody has a different weakness in their body. It's not a one size fits all. But as we move through these moves and we strengthen the ones that are supposed to move us, that tightness will go away. I guarantee it. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope you feel like you've had a massage. And I will see you again next Wednesday. Hey, how'd you do?
Okay.
How'd your shoulder do?
It's been getting a beating. I have PT and stretch this week, and now you. I'm getting ready to go to a stretch today with Billy. So
Okay. Hey, did you ever tell Billy about the ketones?
Billy said he don't need him. He said he's been living in ketone states for years.
Okay, that it's like going to work and walking every day after the car was invented. He doesn't know how good it could be, but that's okay.
Told me about the ketone brownies in the store.
Yeah, but those are snacks that say they're okay to eat because they won't take you out of ketosis. It's not something you want to rely on. And they won't put you in ketosis. He doesn't understand the ketones put you in ketosis. And it's different. It's not worth the conversation.
I know he said he's for years. He said he lives in that state all the time.
So, well, Dustin was forced to do it for years because he had Hashimoto's and he can't believe how good his life is now. You don't know until you know. But were you able to do those moves?
Most of them.
Good. All right.
I took another beating. So now Billy's going to be right on time because he's just going to stretch it out. Well, what he actually does, he just holds my arm because I get it up, but I can't hold it up. And then he just tells me to move on my own, but he's just basically holding my arm. But
he's teaching it how to be in that position. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great day.
Thank you, Chris. And
tell your Miss Tina I will see her at 1:00 or 1:30. No, 2:30 Texas time. We're on Texas time with her.
Chris? Tina?
She might be on something. Don't worry about it.
I'm looking at her.
Don't drag her to the gym though. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
Okay,
Bye.
I don't know how to turn this off. They run off.